What's up everybody? In today's video, we're going to be going over the 7th company on my watch list. These are all companies that I have thoroughly investigated and determined to be great companies that I'd eventually like to own. The only problem is that they are too pricey for my liking at the moment. So what I do is I place them on a watch list and patiently wait for a better opportunity to buy them at a more reasonable price. Because there are 8 of them and the full video is going to be longer than most of you would like, I broke them up into shorter videos on each stock. You'll be able to find all the individual videos by following the link to the playlist right up here. You can also click on the thumbnails at the end of each video and it will take you to the next stock on my watch list. So without further ado, let's get started. Next, we have Nvidia. Nvidia is the almighty chip company that literally invented the graphics processing unit, or GPU, and they've dominated that market ever since, capitalizing massively on the push towards digitization, automation, and AI. Their wide moat comes primarily from their first mover advantage, but they also hold intellectual property rights for their GPU designs, and there are switching costs from their proprietary AI training platform. We're all aware of how awesome Nvidia has become in terms of growth rate and stock price appreciation, and I'm fully on board. I doubled my money in it back in 2022, but sold too early. It's a good company, seeing the demand for its products explode, and it's taken advantage. Revenues, cash flows, earnings all growing 30, 40, 50% per year over the past 10, and profitability is increasing. Expectations are that this growth will continue for at least the next few years and possibly the next decade. But it doesn't take a genius to realize that companies can't grow at this rate forever, especially when the company is already this big. Having said that, there are 3 additional risks that I see that could be the catalyst for a sizable pullback in this stock, allowing us to establish a position at a much better price than where it trades today. First, there is a certain probability that AI-related investment throughout the world is getting way ahead of itself, just like with the internet. If all this investment can't show a significant return on investment over the next year or so, we could see a huge bust, just like we did for stocks like Cisco, Intel, Amazon, Priceline, and more during the dot-com crash. It's not that the AI and related build-out will go away. Rather, it could slow down or even pause for a little while, which would mean that all of the revenue growth baked into the price of Nvidia stock would be eliminated and the price would drop precipitously. There is also the prospect of increased competition in the industry. AMD and Intel are working on their own GPUs to compete with Nvidia. Apple, Google, and Amazon already have their own AI-capable chips, and both Microsoft and Meta have announced plans to start working on their own chips. The sheer cost of these chips and the huge backlog that has persisted over the past couple of years provides the incentives for these tech titans to contract with other GPU producers for business continuity purposes or to develop their own chips, because it's much cheaper to manufacture them in-house than it is to buy from Nvidia. Lastly, the cyclical nature of the markets they serve, which include data centers, gaming, smartphones, PCs, and cryptocurrency mining, also pose a risk to Nvidia's growth and therefore stock price. In fact, we just went through a cyclical downturn in the semiconductor industry in late 2022, early 2023, where industry-wide sales dropped about 12% and Nvidia's stock price dropped 36% from around $19 to $12 over the back half of 2022. There have also been 5 pullbacks of at least 15% in Nvidia's stock price over the past 4 years. We had the massive 63% drop when the Fed started raising interest rates and chip sales showed their true cyclical nature and fell 12%. Then we had a 16% pullback in 2023 and pullbacks of 20%, 27%, and another 20% in 2024 alone. This is a highly volatile stock, and we will get a better opportunity to buy the stock at a better price at some point in the near future. But at what price should we be targeting? Morningstar estimates their fair value at $105, while CFRA puts it at $122, and I value them at $127, but with a 30% margin of safety, I'd only be willing to pay $89. Well, that'll do it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Nvidia in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller? If there are any other companies that you'd like me to take a look at, feel free to leave them in the comments as well, and I will eventually get around to them. Also, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos when I release them. It's a quick and free way you can help me grow this channel if you find this content valuable. Lastly, to continue to the next great company on my watch list, click one of the thumbnails that you see on your screen right now. Until next time, you all take care. I'll see you in the next one.